Welcome to Dark Facts, where we uncover the hidden truths that will make you question everything. The Halloween of 2005 in West Virginia had many bitter memories. One of the most bitter being the killing of Elizabeth Rockefeller by her son George. One belief people have about this night is that if they wear a disguise for the celebration and take a few steps backward, they will see a sorcerer. George, who was only 9 years old that night, decided to wear a scarecrow costume. His family wanted to surprise him, so Elizabeth quickly disguised herself as an old witch and stood behind the trees. When his father suggested that George try his luck and go into the yard to see if he could spot the town sorcerer, he never imagined that when George returned after taking the final step back, in the shock of encountering the sorcerer, he was swinging the axe in his hand and hit his mother's head hard. One of the horrifying events on Halloween night was the discovery of the orange sock body around Georgetown. During Halloween party in 1979, the naked body of a woman was found wearing only one orange sock. She had been sexually assaulted before being suffocated. The young woman in her 20s had a reddish-brown hair, hazel eyes, and pierced ears. The police made great efforts to find her killer, but unfortunately their attempts were in vain. A serial killer named Henry Lee Lucas later confessed to her murder, but it turned out to be a lie, and he admitted to a murder he had not committed. The true identity of the orange sock victim and who killed her remains unknown to this day. She was buried in an unmarked grave with the inscription, "Unidentified woman in Georgetown." In 1992, Yoshihiro Hattori, a Japanese student studying in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, spent his last Halloween attending a party with a friend, mistakenly going to the wrong house. Yoshihiro was shot and killed by the homeowner, Rodney Pierce, who claimed he thought Yoshihiro was a burglar. Pierce was acquitted by a grand jury, but later settled a civil lawsuit with Yoshihiro's parents for $650,000. The parents used this money to establish two charitable foundations in memory of their son, one to support American students wanting to visit Japan, and the other to advocate for gun control. According to the police reports, crime rates increased significantly on Halloween night. The reason for this is often attributed to the ability to disguise oneself with costumes, makeup, and face alternations, providing individuals with an opportunity for revenge and settling scores without being easily identified. One such individual who took advantage of this opportunity for revenge was John William Liskey, who dressed up as a character from the movie A Nightmare on Elm Street and murdered his father, stepmother, and stepsister. The bodies of these three individuals were discovered the next day by John's stepbrother, DeJuan Griffin. After this horrific incident that occurred on Halloween 2010, it was revealed that William was suffering from schizophrenia. He cheerfully stated in court, "I really can't explain why this had to happen for me, but I think it has to do mostly with my mental illness." Ultimately, William could not bear the lengthy court process and the guilt within him, leading him to commit suicide in prison in April 2015. Welcome to Dark Fact, where we delve into fascinating and mysterious facts about the dark side of history, science, and beyond. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.